Hello to all you 1585ers and friends and family. This is a good time for me to let you know what's going on out here. There's some craziness going on in our world. I think you've seen what I mean. So here, let me put in some destination so the car can do its own driving. As you know, this is my new format now because I like it way better than being stuck in a room, adjusting cameras. Okay, all set, ready to roll. Let me try not to offend your ears too much with all this windows open wind noise. So we have this situation right now where there's a massive breakup going on in our world. And I mean, this is a messy breakup. This one's definitely gonna need some legal advice on both sides. And oddly enough, this breakup does not include money. So you might ask, well, then why would you need legal advice on both sides? Well, this breakup involves the heart and soul of a continent, the heart and soul of individuals who have otherwise had a fantastic bromance. There's going to be hearts broken. There's going to be decisions made. There's going to be internal strife. And there could be some deadly retribution going on. So, my apologies. That guy was just right on our tail, and as you heard, he was blasting his music. Anyways, I'll probably cut that out. Okay, folks, the bromance is ending. I'm sure by now you know exactly what I'm talking about. The bromance between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, or Donald Drumpf, whichever you'd like to use, because his original last name was Drumpf, and his grandfather changed the family name to Trump. I guess to appear less detectable in North America. So everybody's speculating. What the heck is going on? And you know what? I speculated as well. And I went over as many details as I can go over as to who benefits from this. Does Elon benefit? Does Trump benefit? Do the voters benefit? Do the people at Tesla benefit? Who is benefiting from this bromance breakup? And I came to a conclusion. This is a win-win for all sides. This is a win-win for all sides. Now, listen, I could be wrong. And correct me if I'm wrong, please. And again, just so you understand why I do this format and why I'd like you to like, subscribe, and do all those great things, is because I've been put into YT jail, FB jail, all these other jails, because they just don't like to hear the truth. But I keep spewing it, and sometimes I have to camouflage myself and create new accounts. Okay, so why do I say that this benefits all sides? Well, we all know that the Democratic side of things and all those people who like hugging trees and are fond of the environment, etc. They're upset with Elon because he's associated with Trump. Because they look at Trump as being like the Antichrist, the worst thing since sliced bread. And we're not talking about the Christian evangelicals, because they don't care what Trump does or says. They are in his back pocket no matter what. Okay, so there's the Elon X fans and fans who are going to be much happier that there is a breakup of the bromance. Now, what about on the Trump side? There are tons of GOP members who are really anxious and not happy about having Elon Musk, who was a longtime Democrat, in a position where he can affect their lives, affect their livelihoods, affect their bribes. I didn't mean bribes, because we know not a chance that any politician would be open to a bribe. So we'll strike that from the record. But as you can tell, what I'm trying to get at is that Elon Musk can affect their situations in grave ways and under the present circumstances. So that breakup is great for the GOP, and therefore Trump might get better allegiance from those. Had to take over if you've seen that huge pothole, of which there is a twin right about here. Not as deep a twin, but it's still a twin. Okay, so I can go back to FSD now. So if you can see what I'm saying, the Elon empire becomes much more viable, much more capable of negotiating with individuals rather than relying on GOP, Democrat, whatever the case may be. Because he's shown now that he has no allegiance to either side. Which is what I would have hoped he would have done from the beginning, because he seems to be pragmatic enough and intelligent enough to be able to decipher what in each platform is good for the people and good for him, and make decisions based on items, rather than making the decision based on favorites or ideology or anything of that sort. Now, neither side has the ideology of let's worship Tesla, so he's not going against anything that he's got. I totally understand that they had the perfect setup right there. Everything was right in place. You get rid of the EV tax credits and not the gasoline tax credits. There's subsidies for the gasoline and oil company, but not for electric pursuits. Hey, perfect opportunity to show some real displeasure. But he's not dumb enough, in my opinion, to think that going against the grain like that was going to get him any decisions that were going to be favorable. So, that being said, I really believe that he was acting. The things they said. Now, here's another reason why I'm not 100% keen on saying that this was a real spat. One of the most heinous things that Elon Musk stated in this breakup of the bromance is, the reason the Epstein files are not released is because DJT is in them. Yeah, we knew he was in them from way back. We knew that he had met him. We knew that he even had an interview where he said, oh, he's a pretty nice guy, and we kind of have some things in common as far as their taste in females. And even though that would indicate him, at the time, it was just almost an innocuous statement. That's the worst thing that Elon had to say about DJT. What's the worst thing that DJT had to say about Elon. Oh, he's just upset because I cut the subsidies, so now he's being really nasty. Come on, that's not DJT style, is it? All things point to, in my mind, that this was totally made up. Totally. And I don't mean just a little. I mean totally. Totalitarian, all that good stuff. If you have something to offer that can convince me otherwise, by all means, put it in the comments. Add a link to a conversation or anything that shows that I may be wrong in this evaluation. So win-win right across the board on both sides, business-wise, politically, in every way, shape, and form. Do you not think that China had some reservations when thinking about, wow, do I have any loyalty with this Elon Musk guy? Can I really bank on anything that he's said, anything we've signed, any deals he's offered? Like, will he rug pull at the first sign of fear? And then, whoa, the big breakup, the big bromance killer. I don't know. If I was Xi Jinping, I'd be like, okay, that question's been answered. This guy has no loyalty to anybody. He does what's best for the decisions that he's trying to bring to fruition. Okay, I can relax a little bit. A little bit. Because again, like I said, after everything I've looked at, I came to the conclusion that this was staged. But there was very little to go on other than common sense. What really has transpired, what can be looked on one way or the other. So I can understand why everybody would be kind of skeptical. Now, again, I'm going to say it again. I could be totally wrong. They could now despise each other to the ends of the earth. But I think once robo-taxis are launched and all the regulations have been laid out, once robots have been executed and are starting to go viral, I guarantee you we're going to see a makeup of the breakup. Keep your eyes out for that, folks. You're not going to see very many signs in the interim as to whether or not there is going to be this makeup. But I'm telling you, I can't see it not occurring. I cannot see it not occurring. Why would Elon be so brazen as to cut every bridge that he spent all that time and money creating? As if he ever thought that DJT was a perfect person, or a trustworthy person, or a loyal person. He's been watching the same things you have. Do you think DJT is loyal or in any way, shape, or form trustworthy to hold his end of the bargain in any way, shape, or form? He's never been like that before. Anyway, folks, please leave me your comments down in the comment section. I want to know if you believe that the bromance is really over, then put break in the comments. If you believe that the bromance was staged, then put staged. Or you could put a B or an S. B or an S will definitely answer where you're at, what you're thinking. All right, folks? So that's what I got for you right now. We'll chat again real soon. Take care. And, oh yeah, you see what I see. That's Patrick, I think. I believe that's Patrick. Well done. Well done. I don't know what it's here for, but well done. My gosh. Oh my Lord. Why would you risk the dogs? Good man, that's right, you beep at her, let her know. That was not very smart, not very safe. Here we go, folks, once again, I get into this right lane. I'm blocking this guy who's driving faster than the rest of the traffic. No reason for that. And I should take over until I will, actually. All right, all you fine people there at Tesla. That was really inappropriate. I went over into the right lane, blocked a fast-moving vehicle when I know I have to be in this left lane to follow the route. Okay, so that's sent to Tesla. And I'm going to say to you folks, hey, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, stay as happy as humanly possible. And remember, we never give up, we never give in, but we always keep an open mind, because that's how we gather our knowledge, which is the only power we will ever have in this world. Keep your power. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, become a member if you can. Let's beat the algorithm.